Hey Trophy Hunters, and welcome back to the second part of the Platinum Trophy Show. Hopefully you've gone over and watched the first part, which was the PlayStation Plus games for December, and you enjoyed that video. Feedback has been awesomely positive on that one. But let's look at the second half of the video, which is the trophies that appeared on PSN profiles in November. Now we got through a lot of the games featured in November in last month's video because it was so late, but there are still quite a few notable games that I want to talk about this month. Start off with Skyrim VR. I just want to touch on this really briefly. So Skyrim VR launched only a couple of weeks ago. It's a PlayStation VR game. It's the entirety of Skyrim put into a PlayStation VR game. Fortunately for trophy hunters, the trophies, well, I don't know if actually fortunately, maybe unfortunately, the trophies are identical to that of Skyrim's list. So you've got your full base game of Skyrim to complete, and then you've also got down the very bottom here the different DLC packs that release for Skyrim. So the Dawnguard pack, the Hearthfire, and the Dragonborn pack. These are all separate DLCs, but they're all built into the game, so you don't have to buy them separately. I'm not going to talk about Skyrim because I think everyone knows what the Skyrim Platinum Trophy looks like. It's really time-consuming, but it's really cool that you've got a Platinum Trophy in there, so this is going to take you a decent amount of time if you're interested in playing through Skyrim on PlayStation VR. Let's have a quick look at Monsters of the Deep Final Fantasy 15. This is another PlayStation VR title that launched this month. Monsters of the Deep is essentially a fishing spin-off based on the Monsters of the Deep quest that happens in Final Fantasy 15. You take on a first-person perspective and you have to fish up different fish and complete different quests throughout the game. The really cool thing about this title, though, is that it has a Platinum Trophy associated with it, even though it's kind of a sort of mini experience or mini game spin-off of Final Fantasy. So 21 bronze trophies, 10 silvers, 4 golds, and 1 platinum. Now we've only got 2 platinum achievers so far, so I'm going to order the list on PSN profiles by rarity so we can have a look at what some of the harder trophies in the game look like. Take all of this with a grain of salt, though, of course, because not a lot of people have earned this one. Caught one of every fish, caught all fish at Russia's Bridge, caught all fish at Cam Shore, caught all fish at Crest Home Reservoir, and caught all fish at Vespa Pool. Now, all of these are for catching all of the fish in these different locations and then culminating up to catching all the fish in the game. So obviously these are going to be the hardest trophies in the game. They're going to take the longest. You're going to have to spend a decent amount of time in each of these locations catching all the different fish. Looks like this is what a lot of the... only 2 people have earned all of these trophies, by the way. Then we've got these ones here, which are a little bit less rare. Collecting all the different rods, caught all fish at the Forgotten Pools, and caught all fish at the Negless Pond. I'm guessing those are the 2 starting areas. Collected all the tackle, reached Hunter rank 10, caught 255 fish, collected all reels, reached Hunter rank 5, caught 100 fish. It's actually not a bad list. It doesn't look too bad. These are all for leveling up and collecting all the different items in the game. Honestly, these are all just completing different missions. It's catching specific fish, and then culminating into catching all fish, collecting all gear, buying all gear, collecting all tackles, and catching a certain number of fish in each location. Or catching a certain number of fish, and then catching all the fish in a certain location. If you're looking for a new PlayStation VR game, this could be for you, and if you're into those fishing type games, then this absolutely could be for you. Next up, we've got Black Mirror, which launched last week, actually. This is a horror thriller mystery, according to PSN profiles here. The thing that's interesting about this one is we've got 78 game owners, and you've got 37 Platinum Achievers already at a 40% or 47% completion rate. Now, Black Mirror is based on a game franchise that came out a few years ago. I thought it was a point-and-click franchise that came out, I think it's on PC, many years ago. Now, based on these trophies here, it's 6 bronze, 8 silver, 7 gold, and 1 platinum trophy, which is an awesome list. It's not a huge trophy list. And the game is priced very high on the PlayStation Store, though, so you might want to wait for a sale on this one. I'm sure there'll be some really good guides as well to help you finish it off. So finish Chapter 5. You have entered the hidden caves below the castle, invisible chasm traversed. You have experienced the vision of the Master Study. Margaret and Rosemary have found each other again. That could be a spoiler. Maybe we'll stop going through these because there could be some spoilers in here. So spoiler alert on that. But it does look like a lot of it is story related and finishing different chapters related, just based on those few trophies alone. I'm not going to talk about this one for very long, but Doom VFR came out as well. It's a PlayStation VR title. It's a sort of hybrid version of Doom, but it doesn't have a Platinum Trophy, unfortunately. The trophy list doesn't look super time consuming though, so if you're into Doom and you're into PlayStation VR games, this could be another really awesome PlayStation VR game for you to check out. This week we've also got Jak 2 and Jak 3 releasing on the store. Jak and Daxter released a couple of months ago when Uncharted The Lost Legacy launched. Fortunately for us, there's 2 Platinum trophies associated with these, so Jak 2 has an identical trophy list to what it did on the PlayStation 3 and on the PlayStation Vita. Because it's a PS2 remaster as well, there's some really good guides out there from the PS2 version of the game, which will hopefully mean that it's not too challenging if you're after that Platinum trophy. If you haven't played these games, by the way, they're awesome platformers and they're well worth checking out. I'm not going to go through either of these lists because I want to focus on Jak X. Now, this is the 4th game in the Jak and Daxter franchise, or series. This one never got a remaster on the PlayStation 3 or the PlayStation Vita, so it's awesome to see it finally come to the PlayStation 4 and have a Platinum trophy as well. So we've got 4 golds, 17 silvers, and 8 bronze. This is essentially the Crash Team Racing version of Jak. It's Jak X Combat Racing. It's a kart racing game in these kind of dune buggies based on the buggies from Jak 3. Where you have to defeat your opponents and race and do all that sort of stuff. So unlock all helmets, unlock all antennas, unlock all rails. These are all your customization items for your carts. Unlock hero mode, unlock the sand shark, unlock the naughty dog. Those last 2 are carts or vehicles that you can unlock. Unlock hero mode, I'm guessing, is a mode in the game. I haven't played this in a long time. Unlock all wheels, another customization item. Now that's all your golds out of the way. Then it's collecting all gold medals in the red eco, green eco, blue eco, and yellow eco cups, so that's finishing different cups within the game. Win a race in adventure mode, view the hot coffee reel, earn 4 kills in circuit, drift 600 meters, purchase 50% of the engine upgrades, the gearbox upgrades, the armor upgrades, and the turbo upgrades, earn gold in any event, reach 100 kills, reach 150 kills in death race and in rush hour in adventure mode. Capture 5 power cells, and then unlock the Dragonfly, the Howler, the Firebat, the Roadhog, the Boomer, and the Havoc. Now, I've kind of trivialized the list a little bit just to get through it nice and quickly, but the list doesn't look too time-consuming. It looks like just essentially finishing everything in the game. When I played this on the PS2, and that's how long ago it has been since I played it, this was an awesome, awesome game. It was so much fun. So I'm really excited for this to finally come out on the PlayStation 4 so I can play it again and earn a Platinum trophy, which is great. It means I'll be able to earn Platinum trophies for Jak 1, 2, 3, and 4 on the PlayStation 4. A new trophy list launched for The Walking Dead, the Telltale's version of The Walking Dead. This is a really weird one. So it's a Telltale's The Walking Dead collection of games. Now, it includes... The collection based on the trophy list includes Season 1, Season 2, Season 3, as well as the DLC for Season 1, which was 400 days, and the Michonne spin-off story as well. The strange thing about this is it's caked all 3 of those games, plus the DLC, plus the spin-off, into a single trophy list with 1 platinum. Now, this is an easy trophy list. By all means, you just have to play the games, and you get all the trophies. Except for the 400 days stuff, which you have to do a bit of fiddly things with. But basically, you play through Seasons 1, 2, 3, plus Michonne, and you get all the trophies just for playing them. But it's incredibly, incredibly time-consuming. It's 48 bronzes and 3 golds. Yeah, so as you can see, it's just complete all of Season 1, complete 400 days, complete all of Season 2, and then complete all of Season 3, and then the last few trophies at the very bottom here are for completing Michonne's story. You can see that the trophy images got a little bit boring for Michonne and Season 3, unfortunately. So look, if you've played these games before and you're looking for another easy platinum, I mean, this is it, but it is a really time-consuming one. This is going to take you about 40 to 50 hours to probably get the platinum trophy. If you were to play these games separately, you would get a platinum trophy for Season 1, you'd get 100% for Season 2, you'd get a platinum trophy for Season 3, and then you get another 100% for Michonne. So it's a lot more rewarding to play each of the individual games, which are probably a lot cheaper now as well than to play this one. But if you are looking for another platinum trophy to add to your list, then this could be the one for you. Dead Rising 4 is coming out this week as well, so let's have a quick look at that. The platinum trophy is identical to what it was on the Xbox One and the PC when it came out last year. You've got trophies for completing each of the different cases within the story. You've got trophies for finishing it on the different difficulties. You've got trophies, the standard ones for a Dead Rising game, for getting a certain number of kills in a game, for creating a certain number of combo weapons, for discovering all the locations, leveling up the emergency shelter, which is unique to this game, spending 100,000 scrap, which is also unique to this game, take an S-ranked photograph, completing your first investigation, create 8 unique combo weapons. Let's see if there's any other golds. Down here, there's one here. Accumulating 1,000,000 points in multiplayer mode. Obtain all the multiplayer combo weapons. So the multiplayer in this game is separate to the single player as well. They're unrelated, they're two separate stories, and you play as completely different characters, which is unique to Dead Rising. They haven't done that before in a game, so it's interesting. I'm looking forward to seeing how it is, because I never really got a chance to play it on the Xbox One when it launched. You've got all the DLC packs here as well that came with Dead Rising 4 and that got released on the Xbox One. So Frank Rising, when Frank becomes a zombie and you play as zombie Frank. You've got Super Ultra Dead Rising 4 Mini Golf, which is the mini golf game in Dead Rising 4. And you've got Capcom Heroes, which is the new Capcom Heroes pack where you play as Frank dressed up as different Capcom heroes. I think Dante's in there, which is really exciting because we don't get enough Dante in our lives. I'm really excited for this one. I really love the Dead Rising franchise. It's definitely up there with one of my top franchises of all time. Dead Rising 2 was my personal favourite one, where you got to play as Chuck Green. He was the coolest protagonist in my opinion, but Frank was pretty cool as well, so really looking forward to jumping back in and playing as Frank again in Dead Rising 4 on the PlayStation 4. It's awesome that this finally came across to the PlayStation 4 after being exclusive to the Xbox One for literally an entire year. The last one I've got to talk about today for our list is Ultimate Chicken Horse. This is a game, I'm not sure when this is coming out. Does it say here? I mean, it says September, but it's well past that. So this one here is got 14 bronze, 13 silvers, 4 golds, and 1 platinum. You can see here it's play 10 games, play 30 games, play 100 games, play 10 games online, play 50 games online, play online with local friends, place 200 traps, unlock a level, I missed 1,000 traps, unlock a level, unlock all levels, unlock a character, unlock an outfit, unlock all outfits. Again, it's a do everything in the game. Wall jump 1,000 times, attach 2 blocks together with glue, teleport 50 times. I mean, the time-consuming stuff in here is obviously finishing everything in the game, but it's also the online trophies. Now, like all indie games like this, and Ultimate Chicken Horse is well known, but like all indie games, unless there's people playing online, you're going to have a really hard time finding these the online matches. So you either need to find a boosting group or a group of people to play, or just really hope that the game gets popular and people are playing it on the PlayStation as well as as much as they were on the PC when it launched. I had a couple of other games that I want to talk about, but I think we're going to skip over them just because they're kind of not as significant. They have kind of weird trophy lists. They don't have super light trophy lists in terms of lots of golds and stuff like that. They have a lot of bronzes. So I'm just going to miss them out for today. That's pretty much us for today, I think. Nice and short episode today. Because a lot of them were featured in last month's episode. But look, thank you very much, guys. This is the 12th episode of the Platinum Trophy Show that I've recorded. It's the last one for 2017. Thank you so much, guys. It's been an awesome 12 months with you, and I've loved putting together these episodes every month. It's kept me honest having to do this show once a month, and I've really actually enjoyed it. I set out a goal this year, which was to start a YouTube channel and record once a month and upload once a month. My end objective was to get 100 subscribers, and I smashed that goal way sooner in the year, which is why there's been so much new content coming out, because I've been trying to adapt and put out more content to meet the demand on the channel. I think I've mostly been doing that, probably not as well as I could have been, but I'm going to get much better at it in 2018. Anyway, thank you so much for listening to the Platinum Trophy Show for 2017, and I will see you guys all next year. Anyway, for now, Terminator out.